Just wait argument, just wait for what? Like, what exactly could we potentially be waiting for? Like, just, within the realm of possibility, what could we be waiting for exactly? What could she possibly have that would actually prove her claims of harassment?
Okay, hold up. Blake Lively is back at it again, and this time she's threatening Justin Baldoni with some jaw-dropping evidence that she claims could blow the lid off everything. But is she telling the truth? Or is this just another bluff in a long line of wild accusations?
Does Blake Lively have a smoking gun? And if so, what is it? Bear with me. What could she possibly have in the back of her pocket that could help her win this case?
Look, this woman seems desperate, and I'm not just saying that because of the drama. I mean, if there was ever a definition of someone who doesn't know when to quit, it's Blake. She's out here acting like she's got this secret weapon tucked away, just waiting for the right moment to unleash it. But seriously, if she's really got something, why has she waited this long to show it? And here's the kicker. Her career's going up in flames and fast. I mean, we're talking about her brand, Betty Buzz, and even her Blake Lively hair care line. All of it's crashing down. She's not even trying to put out the fire anymore. She's just standing there throwing gasoline on it.
Allegedly, Target is claiming customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves.
Her career? It's done. No one's calling her for the next big project. Directors and producers, they're now double-checking the fine print, worried Blake's going to hijack their movie and make it all about her. Remember how she supposedly did that with Justin? Yeah, it's that bad.
You absolutely stole control from this movie, and inch by inch, you took more and more.
But taking Blake seriously? Oh, that's just asking for trouble. Have you been following this saga? All the so-called evidence she's put out so far has been total nonsense. So what's coming next? Another wild bluff? Probably. The latest one might be her biggest yet.
Your list of 17 demands that you sent in November to put a complete stop to principal photography was always a nonsense. You were always making things up.
Now, here's where it gets even juicier. There's this ex-CIA agent, Nick Shapiro, who was reportedly hired by Blake's team to dig up dirt on Baldoni.
That Blake Lively hires CIA alum for crisis PR in legal battle with Justin Baldoni.
So could it be that CIA agent has actually come up with something? The plot thickens, right? But when we took a look at his investigation, let's just say the guy's been running around in circles. The first report he filed, it said Justin Baldoni is too nice and toxically positive. And honestly, that's the truth. Baldoni is way too nice to deal with all this BS.
Spending top dollar, as we have learned, using their former CIA agents, that they've hired them, to convince the public that the real problem in this lawsuit with Justin Baldoni is actually the fact that he's too positive.
Blake's credibility, shot to pieces. She's so far gone that people are laughing at her claims of having a piece of secret evidence. Every time she opens her mouth, it's like we're watching a comedy show. Just one big joke. And to be honest, she is the joke. No one trusts her anymore, and for good reason. Trust her at your own risk.
A serial fraudster. That's called fraud. When you pretend you want to do the one thing and you'll do the thing they're hiring you for, but all along you have secret plans to do something very, very different that's above your pay grade.
Oh, but hold up. This is where things really get messy, and trust me, you're gonna want to buckle up. So, the last time Blake said she had evidence, it didn't go well for her. She dropped this bombshell about a slow dance scene they filmed for a movie montage. She claimed that Justin Baldoni leaned in, kissed her neck, and made some weird, creepy comments about how she smelled. Yep, that's what she said.
At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good."
She even had the nerve to say that Justin tried to kiss her on set without consent. Seriously? Talk about stirring the pot for drama.
Mr. Baldoni was caressing Miss Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles.
If you didn't think this situation could get any messier, it's about to explode. Justin and his team didn't just sit back and let her accusations hang in the air. They came ready with receipts. They released actual footage from the very same scene that Blake was talking about. And what do you know? The video paints an entirely different picture. I mean, we're talking night and day here.
You can see that it is Justin's preference to remain silent, and Blake forces him to speak.
In the footage, what do we see? Blake smiling from ear to ear, chatting away, laughing, and basically having a blast. She's talking about the film, her family, and get this, she's even gushing about her husband, Ryan Reynolds. What? Where's the creepy Justin? Where's the unwanted advances that Blake claimed were happening? Funny how none of that is visible in the footage.
I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
They've won the Stanley Cup.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and hold on for this one. Blake, she was the one pushing for conversation during the scene. That's right. She was the one keeping the energy alive by talking. Justin wasn't leaning in and forcing uncomfortable conversations on her. No, no, no. Blake was the one encouraging it. No awkwardness, no tension, no harassment. Just good old-fashioned chit-chat.
But I think you should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. How in the world do we go from Blake Lively claiming Justin was this touchy, creepy guy who couldn't keep his hands to himself, to the actual footage showing her laughing and having fun? It's like a complete 180. You mean to tell me that this is the same woman who just a few months ago called him out for making her uncomfortable? And now she's smiling like she's at a family reunion, hanging out and chatting it up with him? Something doesn't add up here.
So again, I don't see the bullying of Blake as much as Justin implied in his lawsuit. If I'm being honest, I'm calling both out.
And you know what else? The more you think about it, the more bizarre this whole thing gets. How could Blake have been so adamant about Justin being some kind of creepy, over-the-top, handsy guy if, in the very same scene, she's grinning and enjoying herself? It's almost like she's pretending to be the victim, playing the part of the poor, harassed woman, while the camera catches her in the middle of having a good time.
And my nose is so big.
Yes. I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
It's not just confusing, it's fishy. But here's the thing. Even with all this new evidence in the public eye, Blake is still holding on to her claims. She's not letting go of the story. She's trying so hard to paint this picture of a villain in Justin, but the more she talks, the less people are buying it. You have to wonder, at what point does she just become the girl who cried wolf?
My money is on Blake Lively being wrong. I think she is 100% wrong.
Oh, and just when you thought this drama couldn't possibly get any weirder, guess what? Blake decided to double down on her accusations. You know what she said? She claimed Justin harassed her on set. And get this, she even brought up the infamous "Can I kiss you" scene. Yep, you know the one I'm talking about. That kiss. The one everyone was talking about.
Can I just kiss you?
Oh my
Just once.
God, you are
Just
pushy.
once. That's all I need to get you out of my system.
But hold up, let's rewind for a second. Blake's out here acting like she was some kind of innocent bystander, caught off guard by Justin's supposed advances. But when they filmed that scene, she didn't exactly seem uncomfortable. Nope. In fact, she was caught deeply kissing Justin. Yeah, you heard me right. She bit his lip. On camera. Oh, and not just a little nibble either. It was like she was savoring it, enjoying every second. So much for this whole harassment narrative, right?
And what's really key here is that you can see that she's biting his lip in this specific makeout scene, right?
But here's where it gets real juicy. Blake's out here playing the victim, talking about how uncomfortable she was during the kiss. Seriously? Are we supposed to believe that? She was the one who pulled him in, for crying out loud. She was the one guiding him on how to make the kiss happen. It was so intentional that it wasn't even funny. It was like she was giving him a step-by-step tutorial on how to land the perfect kiss. Talk about mixed signals. She can sit there and try to spin this story all she wants, but the facts are clear. She was all in on that kiss. All in. If she was really uncomfortable, why would she be the one pulling him in for more? Why would she be so into it that she even bit his lip when nobody told her to? Does that sound like someone who's feeling harassed? Does that sound like someone who's trying to push boundaries? Not even close.
And people are saying that this is contradicting the allegations that she makes against Justin Baldoni.
So how's she going to explain this? What's the next evidence she's going to pull out of her back pocket? It's getting harder and harder to take her seriously, especially after all the lies she's thrown out there. People are asking, what other evidence can she possibly have that will outweigh what's already been presented? Because right now, it looks like she's just trying to keep her name in the headlines. Nothing more.
Bear with me. What could she possibly have in the back of her pocket that could help her win this case?
Oh, but wait. Blake's at it again, trying to pull the old emotional card. She's got us all on the edge of our seats, right? Recently, she filed an amendment to her lawsuit against Justin, claiming she's got more evidence that's going to shock everyone. Yeah, she said it was going to shock us. But let's pause for a second and think. What exactly has she shown us so far? A bunch of accusations, sure, but where's the solid proof? It's all talk, and let's face it, talk is cheap. That's all Blake's been serving up, just empty words. Meanwhile, Justin's out here dropping receipts left and right, showing actual evidence to back up his side of the story. So where's Blake's proof? Nowhere to be found.
I was like, give me teeth, give me the facts. I don't care about the feelings. It just starts with straight feelings, okay?
Yep. Evidence matters. You cannot just tell your feelings to the judge and expect to win a lawsuit, but hold your horses because Blake's not done yet. Oh no. She's been dropping bombshells left and right, and now she's got this new little twist. She recently told the world that 2 other women have all allegedly gone through what she claims to have experienced with Justin. Oh, really? 2 women? Well, who exactly are they? Are we ever going to meet these women? Of course not. Blake's keeping them secret for some reason.
There are a lot of new allegations. She claims that there are 2 other actresses on the set of It Ends With Us that have some sort of allegations against Justin Baldoni.
Why? Well, apparently she doesn't want them to get dragged through the mud the way she has. But here's the thing. She's using them like some sort of emotional crutch, hoping we'll all feel sorry for her. She thinks this will add weight to her case. Well, guess what, Blake? That's not how this works.
I'm going to explain to you why that's absolutely BS. It goes on and reads, thus, this amended complaint does not refer to certain witnesses by name, nor does it provide screenshots of their text messages. Importantly, however, these witnesses have given Ms. Lively permission to share the substance of their communications.
Let's get real. If you've got something to say, then say it. If you have evidence, show it. Don't just sit there and tell us we have to wait while you string us along like some kind of circus act. We're all getting tired of this. How long are we supposed to wait for this so-called shocking evidence that's never coming? At this point, it's starting to feel like we're all part of some game, just here to watch the drama unfold while Blake continues to make wild claims with no substance behind them.
She claims that she actually did reach out to Sony, but yet has no evidence, no text messages, no emails, but she claims...
If you've got evidence that'll shock us, Blake, then bring it. Until then, it just feels like one big, long bluff. And trust me, we're all catching on to it. And just when you thought Blake couldn't go any lower, she went ahead and accused Wayfarer Studios' CEO, Jamie Heath, of being obsessed with his pornographic addiction. Apparently, he showed her a video of his wife giving birth to their child, and Blake somehow, in her mind, thought it was pornography. I mean, are we seriously doing this now?
And her credibility has already been shot a number of times, right? For example, this very wholesome home birth video.
How does a birth video, a life-affirming, miraculous moment, turn into something Blake considers pornography? I mean, come on. That makes absolutely no sense. We're talking about the birth of a child, not some sketchy, explicit material. But of course, Blake's out here turning this whole situation into a freak show. The way she's painting it, you'd think she was describing some kind of weird, inappropriate movie scene. But the truth? It's just a normal birth video, something many couples choose to share to mark the birth of their child. So, what's next, Blake? Are you gonna turn every normal thing into something dark and twisted? It's starting to get exhausting watching her try to make everything around her fit into this dramatic story she's pushing. If this is her idea of evidence, then I can't wait to see what she's going to try to pass off as proof next. It's all just getting harder to take seriously.
Just wait argument. Just wait. Just wait for what? Like, what exactly could we potentially be waiting for? Like, just, within the realm of possibility, what could we be waiting for exactly?
She didn't stop there, though. She went on to accuse Jamie Heath and Baldoni of barging into her trailer while she was getting dressed. She was almost naked, and when she told Jamie she needed a bit more time, he insisted they have the meeting right then and there. He even told her she wouldn't be able to meet with the other producer unless she complied. So she agreed, but only on the condition that Jamie faced the wall.
We also talked about the issues with Justin and Jamie walking into Blake's dressing room / trailer. She says, to make matters worse, when Miss Lively tried to have a meeting with Mr. Heath and the other producers to discuss Mr. Baldoni's unprofessional behavior described above, that meeting turned into yet another violation.
Now, here's the kicker. According to her, the meeting started, but she noticed Jamie was looking right at her. She found it inappropriate. But let's be real here, is this even true? Or is she just making up stories to play the sympathy card? We all know how Blake operates, no one's buying it. So now, Blake's latest shocking evidence that's going to supposedly end this case, what's it gonna be? Will it finally be the thing that takes down Justin Baldoni? Or is she just hoping we'll buy into whatever she throws at us next? Because if history's taught us anything, it's that Blake Lively doesn't have anything solid. And soon, everyone's going to realize she's just been bluffing the whole time.
There are a lot of new allegations. She claims that there are 2 other actresses on the set of It Ends With Us that have some sort of allegations against Justin Baldoni.
Remember that time Blake turned Justin Baldoni's niceness into something negative? That was honestly the most absurd thing of all. One of Justin's employees said he was too nice, and somehow that became this huge issue.
Breaking Justin Baldoni news, everybody. Justin Baldoni is too nice.
Seriously, it's one of the most shocking statements ever. While everyone else is trying to escape toxic bosses, Blake is out here complaining about a boss who's too kind. Blake clearly has no idea what it's like to work in a genuinely supportive, kind environment. She's been under the control of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, for so long that she doesn't even know what it feels like for someone to be kind without wanting something in return. It's almost like kindness is a foreign concept to her.
Ryan Reynolds' personality issue that Ryan Reynolds has been accused of being controlling before. Let's remember, he dates women that are like about a decade younger than him.
Then, Blake went ahead and accused Justin of being too touchy and showing too much love on set. She even said he was trying to impose his religious practices on everyone. Excuse me? That's completely off base. Baldoni's religion is all about love and caring for others, especially women. That's exactly what he was trying to show on set, and yet, Blake twisted it into something toxic. She turned kindness into toxic positivity and painted him as the villain for simply being a decent human being.
But this to me, and then we're attacking his Baha'i faith again, like, the more they try to drag the Baha'i faith, the more I'm like, this really doesn't sound like that bad.
So let me get this straight. He's too nice, and now his kindness is somehow an issue? It's beyond ridiculous. But this seems to be Blake's go-to move. Take something pure and turn it into a problem. The truth is, every accusation she's made against Baldoni has been completely shot down by Justin's team. They've come out swinging with the truth, and Blake has had nothing but more excuses. And trust me, this new, shocking evidence, it'll probably be shot down too. In the end, Blake Lively's been trying everything. New evidence, amended lawsuits, even hiring an ex-CIA agent. But at the end of the day, it's all been one big bluff. She's trying to keep herself relevant, but we all know she has nothing left. What's next, Blake? A final bluff? The world is watching, and I don't think anyone's buying it anymore. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what she pulls out of that hat. But we all know it's probably going to be more of the same. Comment below with your thoughts, and let's see if you're buying any of this drama. You won't want to miss what happens next.